Friends, Americans, TikTok enthusiasts, gather round, for we're about to delve into a saga so bizarre, so steeped in political theater, it could only involve one Donald J. Trump and a certain short-form video app. It all began on January 19th, 2025. A day that will live in, well, probably nobody's memory, but still. TikTok vanished from US app stores. Poof, gone like a magician's assistant, but with less sequins and more existential dread. But wait. Just when the good people of America, and by that I mean teenagers, started experiencing withdrawal symptoms more severe than a caffeine fast, a miracle occurred. Within 12 hours, TikTok was back. Turns out even presidents can change their minds quicker than a toddler presented with a different colored crayon. The resurrection was a gradual one. First, access was restored through web browsers, kind of like using a rotary phone in the age of smartphones. Then, full functionality returned for some, while others were stuck, refreshing their app stores like it was a winning lottery ticket. This entire digital roller coaster was, of course, orchestrated by none other than the newly inaugurated President Trump. Apparently, banning TikTok was so last year. This year, it's all about bringing it back, but with a few minor adjustments. This whole episode, much like a poorly written TikTok skit, left everyone confused and wondering, wait, what just happened? Now, you might be wondering why Trump would go through the trouble of banning an app only to bring it back faster than you can say dance challenge. Well, dear viewers, this is where things get interesting. You see, for Trump, it was never really about national security, it was about leverage. Trump, ever the deal maker, saw TikTok as a bargaining chip. He wanted to flex his presidential muscles, show everyone who's boss, and maybe squeeze out a sweet deal for himself, or his son-in-law, who knows, in the process. His grand plan? To force ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, to sell a 50% stake to a US company, creating a joint venture that would appease those pesky national security concerns. Trump's motives were as transparent as a Kardashian's Instagram feed. He claimed he wanted to protect American data from those sneaky Chinese communists. But let's be real, the man probably couldn't tell a byte from a byte. What he really cared about was control, power, and maybe a cameo appearance in a viral TikTok dance. This whole charade was classic Trump, impulsive, chaotic, and ultimately driven by ego. But it also highlighted the growing tensions between the US and China, with TikTok caught in the middle like a deer in headlights, albeit a deer with 1 billion users and a killer algorithm. Of course, this being America, no political drama is complete without a healthy dose of legal wrangling. Trump's executive order banning TikTok faced immediate challenges, with legal experts calling it everything from overreach to a blatant violation of the First Amendment. Adding to the legal chaos was a law signed by the previous administration in April 2024, which mandated TikTok's ban unless ByteDance sold to a non-Chinese buyer. This law, like a forgotten New Year's resolution, was gathering dust until Trump decided to use it as a weapon in his TikTok crusade. The Supreme Court, already weary from years of political football, upheld the law, leaving the Biden administration with the unenviable task of enforcing it. But Biden, perhaps sensing a political hot potato, decided to pass the buck to his successor. And so, the TikTok saga landed squarely in Trump's lap, like an unwanted Christmas fruitcake. The legal battles are far from over. TikTok has vowed to fight for its right to exist in the US, arguing that the ban is unconstitutional and sets a dangerous precedent for censorship. Meanwhile, Trump's executive orders are facing their own legal challenges, with critics accusing him of abusing his power and exceeding his authority. The TikTok ban has divided the nation, pitting those concerned about national security against those who value free speech and the right to scroll through endless dance videos. Politicians, as they are wont to do, have seized on the issue, using it to score political points and advance their own agendas. On one side, we have the hawks, led by the likes of House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senators Tom Cotton and Pete Ricketts. These folks are convinced that TikTok is a Trojan horse for Chinese espionage, and they're demanding that ByteDance sell or face the consequences. On the other side, we have the doves, who argue that the ban is an overreaction and that there's no evidence to support the claims of data theft. Caught in the middle are the American people, many of whom are just trying to understand why they can't watch teenagers dance on their phones anymore. Public opinion is divided, with some supporting the ban out of concern for national security, while others see it as an infringement on their freedom of expression. The future of TikTok in the US remains uncertain. Will ByteDance cave to political pressure and sell a stake in the company? Will the courts strike down Trump's ban? Or will TikTok become another casualty in the escalating tech war between the US and China? One thing's for sure, this saga is far from over. And as with any good drama, we can expect more twists, turns, and plot twists before the curtain finally falls. Until then, stay tuned, folks. This is one for the history books, or at least the internet meme archives.